Okay, talk to Wise. Vivian sent the message. Seems to have made more progress in the sacrifice issue. Wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Oh, do you want to arrange time to meet up with her? Let's go meet up with her. Alright then, I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and I'll tell you when. Okay, rest on the sofa. Let's go have a barcode on her forehead? Huh? Wait, cat? What cat? The the cat in the game? What cat are you talking about? Originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you end up falling asleep instead. Until you hear something nearby. Cat girl in the login screen? Oh, Nekomata. I don't know. I don't know why she has a barcode. Why are you here?
Ethan, this time let me.
Vivian? Vivian?
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
I love Vivian.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself.
Just watching me sleep. It's
I
fine.
was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
The what pose?
What sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
Do you need anything from me today?
You're super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. But I haven't found the source yet.
Why did we get so serious all of a sudden?
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
I mean, he did expose
some
corrupt
his
people.
struggles, and Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks.
Hi Gage, how you
My sources
doing?
tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Hartman won't just give up like that.
Sounds like Hartman's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip,
You want to watch me? How was your
he
Easter?
knows
It was
what to
okay.
deal
I didn't
with
really do
Ravenlock
much.
cultists.
Other than
Sorry
as,
for interrupting, Vivian.
assuming my throne because I
Oh,
was
no
dumb
problem at all.
and my brain was
I'm
like,
sure
I
you
can
have
eat
important
cheese.
faith in
And guess what? I
Mockingbird
can't eat
itself.
cheese.
Take your time.
I'm not allowed to eat
I'll
cheese,
just be
y'all.
waiting
Cheese kills me.
outside.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me,
Like,
Lord
my
Phaethon.
Easter was
I
horrible
wanted
because
to
of
browse
that.
the video
Other than that, it was
games
fine.
anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him
Alright,
first.
gotta go help the puppy. I'll go talk
I'll
to
go
him.
talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
Tell her some eggs. I'm sorry that I... Why is there dialogue? Why do you have dialogue? Mockingbird is a true hero. It's so messed up, but stood up to those so-called elites and still isn't getting silence. Definitely conspiracy. Gotta follow this example, stand up to these bastards. What can we do? We have no power. Mockingbird's Hugo's just an ordinary person. He can do it, so can we. Right? Prove that not even a single person, as long as you have resolve, can be the change you want to see. Oh, okay, so it's just them talk. You know what? I'll talk to the other one too. Hartman must have murdered him to protect his own position of power. Mockingbird isn't exactly a righteous, upstanding group either. Mockingbird steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Hartman was just afraid Hugo would gain traction and he'd lose his power. That's why he did what he did. I still think there's more to this. Okay, bye.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian.
It's fine, dude.
Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian looks perfectly normal today.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed.
Ago? Yeah, we like Lycon.
If you're really concerned,
I feel bad that I haven't really used them. I have them, I just don't really use them too much.
Right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Hey.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you.
Return to the video store with Lycon. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Oh, that was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need.
Okay.
Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
We'll think about it.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Well, what do you think about Lycon's suggestion to work with the mayor? Sacrifices are still a threat. True, at the moment, our only intel on the sacrifices is what Bringer left behind. We can get someone to help investigate, but it'll take a significant amount of time. And time is something we can't afford to waste. Working with the mayor is a good option. What do you think, Vivian? Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Would it be against your values to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't particularly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with, at the moment at least. And let's go see Lycon. Okay, so we need to go to Ballet Twins. And talk to Lycon. Seems you, Miss Vivian, I made your decision. Talk about the mayor. Of course. Please rest assured, when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was
Okay.
the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Alright, he passed away.
Since this person has already passed away, and the Exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hardman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Someone from Tops?
Is it possible it's someone from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
What's in it for Tops?
But what's in it for Tops? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Our teacher's research? Oh, we're gonna find out about the teacher? Hell yeah.
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
We don't want New Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Now that the two of you have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we're sure to successfully recover the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Lycon leaves thereafter. Lord Phaethon, shall we head out now? Let's head into the Hollow. Alright, let's go. And... okay, so it looks like we can have an anomaly. So fuck it. We'll put Astra. Can I switch Ace to Chocolate? Okay, we need an attacker then. Let me see you again. I understand they're gonna have Hugo and Vivian as Mockingbird faction, but like, is there gonna be anybody else? There's only 2 people so far on Mockingbird. Okay, it's just telling me how to do it, and I've already done this.
Ethan, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
What is this one? Oh god. Okay, I like this Bang Boo. Switch back to Vivian real quick. I do like the arc on his attack. Now I wonder if it can miss. I feel like it can.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Just as Vivian was talking to herself, you hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you pull her aside to listen.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Tops planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
After the 2 Tops employees left, Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Who is she you're talking about?
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who is this she you keep mentioning?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Phaethon, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure, I'll stop asking.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now.
Okay.
Wish we knew what Hartman's
Anything
backup
over
plan is.
here? Nope.
I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen.
Give me that.
In position.
Oh, I forgot to switch over. It's fine. I forgot that, like, my Zhu Yin is not really leveled up, so she's not the greatest. Might have been a bad idea. Dormant Sacrifice is gone, too. Who could it be? And how do they know the locations for the Dormant Sacrifices? Let's check the next location. Hope this doesn't become a nightmare for new Eridu.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons.
Okay, you keep saying Hugo's dead, and he's gonna show up, like, next chapter.
As the bad guys by a lot of people, but
I hear...
ironically, joining Mockingbird is
it
what
up
put me
here?
on the right path.
Yeah, it is.
For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse.
Standing by.
Nope, get out of here. Don't touch me.
Hello? Don't
Hey, fine. You'll touch me then.
Nothing here either.
Is there anything over here?
Are we too late?
The game's telling me to go one way, but I'm going this way instead. There's nothing here. It would have been the perfect opportunity to put, like, a chest or something right here, but fine, I guess. Alright, back upstairs. Back this way. Down here.
There's some...
Ah! Hello, Shira. Welcome in. Hello, Raiders. My name is Graven Cat Window Cafe. We are playing the new ZZZ update. Give me a second and I'll give you a shout out when the cutscene starts. Alright, let me give you a quick shout out, Shiro.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't
Hi,
call
hi.
me
Yarg.
sis.
What is Yarg? I've never heard of that game.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I've never left the
Excuse me.
Exaltists.
Well, I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your love and support. If you need to head on off, feel free to do so. If you do have a ZZ Connect or a Hoyoverse account, be sure to connect it and lurk and get all your goodies. The Rock Band clone? Ah, I see, I see.
Take your friends and leave.
Hey, I haven't played Rock Band in
What's wrong?
forever.
Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb to the ground. It always attracts some ethereals. Even though they have many questions, dealing with the imminent threat feels like the right choice right now. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Lord Phaethon, watch out!
I hit my funny bone. I can't deal with my arm.
Let's take care of the
Go ahead and do this. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate ya.
Better not get my track. Notice me. Lord.
God, that's such a pretty attack. After fighting off the Ethereals, you search for a long time. Don't find any dormant sacrifices. As deliberating with Vivian, you decide to leave the Hollow for now and figure out your next move. Just then the phone rings.
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
I saw it too.
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death. But she stayed.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Okay.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Phaethon.
Yes, I will.
Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Okay.
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
Sounds sketchy.
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Phaethon? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Let's go together.
I'm in. Let's go together.
You're up at Luminous Square with Vivian to meet her old friend. Lord Phaethon, let's head out as soon as you're ready. Go now.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel.
Go to the cafe sector. Or we're just gonna go to an alleyway. You know, it's actually an alleyway with a vampire's fine. Oh wait, it's
I learned a lot about data
it's
trading
just
on this
rain.
thanks to her.
It's always rain. Everyone knows fucking rain.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain?
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain, you actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you
So she's a
got
stalker.
all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I think I know that black cat.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Change subject. Help her out.
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow, then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Any more leads?
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just
I
professionally
love the
curious.
flusteredness of her voice.
What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. Alright, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Rain waves goodbye and leaves. Vivian mentions she knows someone who's really skilled at finding people in real life. Follow her and continue on your way.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
Where are we going?
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
Big guy. The Denny Boo? Long time no see. Seem to be doing well, little one. Yep, I've been an awesome friend since the last time we met. My friend got ill before, and it was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize the two knew each other. The next time I head to the manager's place, will I get to see you too? Yep, this little guy's Lucky Boo. My old boss at my previous workplace bought it at a discount store clearance sale. He was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on paying wages, he didn't take care of his Bang Boo either. Yeah, that guy, really terrible. Then his little guy had a little malfunction, and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs. Really, it could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery. The bestest ever. All I did was change your battery for you. It's you who earned the money to buy it. Yeah, I'm amazing too. I earned 100 Denny's, just enough to buy a battery. So that's where that 100 Denny Bang Boo battery came from. Honestly, you got plenty of energy, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything? I learned, pet one Denny Boo, give Denny. Wow, so you found a way to make a living, huh? Amazing. That's how I learned it. So that makes, like, I love how we came around to, like, figuring out why he just wants pets every day. Do you need me for something? I'm super happy to help. I need to exploring all kinds of places. So tell me, have you come across anyone strange these past few days? Strange? You mean someone who looks hurt, scared, and kind of trying to hide where there aren't many people around? Let me think. I got it. I saw someone like that in the desert today. Someone super similar. Desert? I don't think one Denny Boo can make it that far. Desert probably refers to the sandpit up ahead. Lord Phaethon, let's go take a look. Can I help? Yay! So happy I want to keep helping. You go and do whatever important stuff you need to do. Let's play together soon.
Aww, one Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Alright, talk to weak man. This is the person Rain and Gwen Denny Boo were talking about. Lord Phaethon, please stand back. Cannot be certain if he'll end up doing something extreme, considering his current mental state. I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Vivian walks forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We are not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something.
The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the Hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands.
Okay.
Something about me being a good experiment moved me somewhere else and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
Yeah, no, that's Hugo.
So
Of course Hugo was
I
alive.
escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
You and Vivian contact Lycon. The mayor representing Victoria Housekeeping agrees to protect the worker and will keep his identity confidential. Soon, Rena arrives, takes the man away, mentioning that the mayor will confirm the location based on his description. You're remarkably calm.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
That's kind of hard to imagine.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain,
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
let's start with the Red Fang Gang.
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang Gang.
Hello, Heidelene. Thanks for joining the cafe. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Book Along River by Luminous Square with... Oh no, it's been to the chaotic hollow, the Camille Golden Week. She has her favorite sandwich. She's so she's even received a search from Robson Mimi for rescue baby. You're amazed the coincidence of life and new air and how your paths have crossed so many times without you realizing it. How you doing? Hope you have a good day.
I remember it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
Look at the pretty girl.
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. now I've finally made it to your side.
People will say that they
Ever
were
since I was
straight.
little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad
People will say
fortune.
that they are straight 100%.
I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me. Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights, and not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind, and right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Phaethon.
Me?
Wait, really? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
What did the comments say?
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Huh? No!
So, Lord Phaethon, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Phaethon, I truly like who I've become.
The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing against her cheek. The lights reflected in her eyes dance and flicker as if eager to share the stories of the past, both the good and the bad. Emotions intertwine with the narratives, and you feel as though you're witnessing the past she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message.
We go to the video store.
Belle, you're back. Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when you returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
Leave it to us.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Lord Phaethon, we'll head as soon as you're ready. We must obtain the sacrifice core before Hartman does. Let's get going. Do that now. It doesn't tell me again what the enemies are.
Eradicate all evil.
You know what? We'll go with Miyabi. Fuck it. I like playing Miyabi.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's Dina?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've planned her out already.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Alright, let's move forward.
Ethereal! Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
And kaboom. I didn't realize that my Twitch chat in the activity feed has crashed. So if anybody's saying anything, I can't see anything. I don't know why it crashed though, that's weird.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage.
I'm listening for any beep boops. I don't hear any beep boops.
Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon.
I'm gonna go this way. Oh, oh, oh. Don't hurt me. We're good. What was shooting at me? Well, I can't go that way.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon.
Weakling.
And kaboom. Kill that one.
My turn. Fine. Just this one. The win.
I do like that you get off the map, so that way they can't hurt you in the meantime while you're trying to get back down.
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing.
Okay, nothing over here. Down here, pop
This is our
both of
chance.
these.
Let's hurry.
And go up there.
No matter who has the sacrifice core,
That.
Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous.
No, 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 no. I wanted to go up. Fine.
Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
Let me just immediately kill all y'all.
Sacrifice core.
Is there anything else over here? Nope.
Lord Phaethon, the box box is empty.
Of course the box is
So
empty.
Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
As everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind. Who the fuck are you?
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina!
Oh my, you
Oh,
actually.
you mentioned Dina
found
earlier.
me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't.
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo! It can't be fake! How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Dina approaches Hartman and coldly inserts the core to an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground, screaming. Dina wipes her hand with the coat so past a look of disdain. Jesus Christ.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish.
So much family angst.
If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Hartman rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him.
More ethereals are coming.
I don't want to save my ult with Miyabi until there's like a bigger enemy, or until I get at least a 6 attack. There we go. Now I do the 6. And then I come in to the ult. And we ult again. I can make it. Okay, we just meet. Oh god, not this one.
There are so many.
Oh, hello.
It's ink.
It's the person with the bird.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Okay, okay. Bird?
Finally,
Bird.
peace and quiet.
He's just a little guy.
You must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
You are...
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Are you the investigator?
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance?
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Weijin leads after saying this, while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Let's leave the hollow first.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Come here, you.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
Are you feeling down?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried.
If you want to talk, I'm here to listen.
If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster.
Okay.
Then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
Was blessing medicine the sacrifice serum?
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost ability.
Why are you bonking me, Rainer?
Sped up the development.
I didn't do nothing.
In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Vivian starts to recount what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? What's happening? Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Okay, y'all did not do a good deal on trying to voice those lines.
I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a Hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
Don't think you like that, Vivian.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Come to me whenever you need.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the Sacrifice Core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. See the collectible she gifted you on the table. It stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. The sacrifice crisis could be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the core. When you wake, it's almost noon. Well, Vivian's in the store just now, but you weren't here. You need something? It's about the sacrifice core. First time the sacrifice core appeared was at the ad auction. She had to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards. We're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. So if you have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Go now. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So, I'm happy I could help you too. Alright, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
After saying goodbye to Shawl, Vivian leaves the lounge. Lord Phaethon, you're here. Someone needs to work part-time with just so happens to be covering shifts at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid security footage. Once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. We're a Mockingbird after all. Shouldn't be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Once, on a mission, we couldn't use communicators. So Hugo trained a few birds to put trackers on so we could communicate. After that mission ended, we let them roam free. I just checked their trackers. One of those birds flew near the auction venue the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. Can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time. But all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Lord Phaethon, let's split up and search the area. See a bird, you can send me a picture of it. Should be able to recognize it. Find the black bird. Let's go over here. Pretty sure that's not it. Hard to imagine it's the bird Hugo chose for the mission. It does have some black feathers. Maybe this is it. Anyway, might as well take a photo into Vivian. Negative answers. Keep looking. It's definitely not that one. The fucking bamboo. Over here in the corner. Yeah, of course it's gonna be a crow. They get closer and closer to the bird. Why are you sleeping? I'm not sleeping. Am I sleeping? Sorry, my model's being covered up. Oh, my YouTube Studio crashed. Or there's just too much shit happening. I'm sorry, there's too much stuff happening on stream that the thing's dying. Take a photo of this girl sent it to Vivian. But I'm awake. Receiving the photo, Vivian click response. That's the one. Hugo comes over. That's the one. All thanks to Lord Faithful we found them so quickly. It's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among these boxes. Through the boxes to find the recording. It's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, decided to head back to the video store together to repair it. Check the concept before making your next move. Alright, back to the HDD. Talk to Wise. Harry repairs the videotape, and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. Conversation between Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
Okay. Video abruptly comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Why has Hugo never mentioned this before?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
I'll Lycon first.
Alright, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
What about me?
So, what What should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely.
Let's go together.
Then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Get in contact with Burton? He's got to come to 6th Street there to escort us to the banquet. Anything I need to look out for? Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. It's socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. But since there's still time before we have to go, we watched an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together. I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for Mission 2. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, so let's deal with this one excursion. Let's watch. Yep, I'll go over the key details for you to watch the tape. Do some last minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night. Before you know it, evening's arrived. Lord Phaethon, Burton sends his location. You ready to join me for the banquet? I'm ready. I'll meet up with Burton first, make sure he's not tampered with the car. Lord Phaethon, please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way. Vivian heads off first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying all is good. Let's go meet up. Go down here, go over here. Go meet Burton. Go over here. Go over here. Miss Banshee, this is something the matter? What I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. The Ravenlocks can protect me. No, if that's true. Why would I bring a bodyguard? This is go for tonight. She heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the centuries with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else. She wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests a +1, are you? Of course not.
Which automaker employ?
Since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's, you're also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there we'll take a speedboat to the manor. About an hour later, you arrive at Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
Okay, buddy.
I'm well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion.
Sorry, I went ahead and just took off the VTube Studio because it crashed. I don't know what happened to it. Just to make it to where there's not a lot of resources happening.
Joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
I know everything.
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach.
I'm waiting till we get to a stopping point, because I really gotta pee.
Guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Burton hurriedly leaves. Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What do you mean by dessert?
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom real fast. You're back. Oh, yeah. Alright, stick to the plan.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study. With a gentle push, the door actually opened.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
Maybe we're just lucky.
Perhaps we're just lucky? Plus, their security measures outside were so tight. Maybe it's more lax inside.
However, just to be safe, I'll call Lycon.
Our top priority is to investigate Hartman's office.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Then let's split up.
You and Vivian search through Hartman's office for a while, but find nothing. Just then, footsteps suddenly come from outside. In a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Okay, buddy. Hartman raises his gun, aiming at the desk. Yet there is no gunshot. The clink of metal, a familiar voice comes.
The bullet? How?
Dear uncle, why must we be
Of course
so
Hugo's alive.
distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
I ain't dead, bitch.
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear
shortly before.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
The Lycon.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting.
Hi, Basil. Welcome in. Hello, Raiders. My name is Gray. I am Gray. I'm a cat. Welcome to the cafe. We are playing the new update to ZZZ. If you need to head on out, feel free to do so. Appreciate you supporting me. If you have a account, a Hoyoverse account, be sure to lurk, do all the things. That way you can get your goodies. I'll give you a quick shout out real fast. What are you doing, Basil? Gruyumin? What is Gruyumin? That sounds familiar. Maybe I'm crazy.
Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course. If things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't.
The cute RPG, you're literally going to fight monsters with a drill? Well, damn. I kind of need to play it then, don't I? Hold up. Let me...
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this?
Let me go find that game real quick.
Such great lengths to erase your own existence. You don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally...
Okay, I'll have it in the background so I can look it up later. It looks really cute.
As things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as...
Have you read up your alley? I mean, usually those kinds of games are up my alley, so I will definitely check it out for sure.
As a member of the Ravenlock family,
but if you need to head on out, feel free to do so. Just glad to have you here, Basil. Oh, I haven't followed you already. Basil is, you know, astounding to me. Could have sworn I had already done it. The cute little hats. Hey, if I can get hats in any game, I'm taking it.
I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different...
We'll make some food, so I'll lurk. Okay.
But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltist.
Oh, everything's dying again.
Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking
Hugo,
such
shut the
tremendous
fuck
risks.
up. You're so annoying.
Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
What do you mean? Lycon leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. Hugo looks quite pleased with the place. Just scanning the area for a moment, he sits down on a chair, pulls out some rope, and ties himself up. What?
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists.
Oh, okay, you got injected by the
After use, it
liquid.
allows
Yeah.
control of the victim's mind, to some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Hugo tells Lycon what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this. He had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and ask questions, continuing to glean information.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote.
Oh, okay.
When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, Lycon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
But who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The ropes that bound him had come undone, though he didn't know what had happened. Hugo checked himself over. Thankfully, he hasn't injured himself that badly was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then opens up the warehouse door.
worn off yet. Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there.
It's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. I had made it. I endured for so long. All those years of planning. I was so close. You already agreed. You, go and beg him to reconsider me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. No, he won't want to see you now. Can't go and see him. Mother.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
The woman's face is distorted with hatred, as if the person before her is not her child, but an enemy who destroyed her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child.
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain.
Okay.
So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
Raises her hand to reveal a pair of scissors. The tip gleamed with chilling light. Pressed a sharp point toward Hugo's paler eye. Then she suddenly vanishes. She had never existed at all.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are you?
Not the little mini boo.
Hidden deep within your heart, your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand.
You know his voice? It's actually reminds me of Asterion
I make my own
from
choices,
Baldur's Gate.
and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
Just, you know, just an observation.
Sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers. Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Oh.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitating will be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves. Why forgive them? They don't deserve.
Hugo is losing it.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that me is you. Correct. So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
After a intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had to come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Changes the tire and tidies himself up. He opens the warehouse door.
I see. This is still an illusion.
Again?
I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding! You'll find me, right? Like you always do!
Jesus, that's horrifying.
Serena.
Okay, it was the teddy bear.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
Okay, can I move?
Hey, Hugo, do you ever wonder why I had to die?
Jesus. Horrifying.
Because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
Oh, it's back over there. I'm gonna start skipping dialogue just so that way we can get back to the meat of the game. Is that bad? But great, you're missing out on the story. It's fine. It's fine. It's the epilogue.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Was that always there?
And tell me, why do good people always suffer?
Okay, well, I didn't see the other one over there.
Always punished instead. Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost?
And he was introduced so I could remember Serena again. The only one in the family to ever show him kindness. His history made a tragic end. Hugo battles the Demons manifests as his family shadow, refusing to become a power-hungry tyrant like Hartman. Faces the curse of the Ravenlock bloodline head-on. Ropes about him had come undone at some point. He takes a deep breath of damp air and stands up. Opens the warehouse door. God damn it. Again?
Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never... I don't want to
Hugo converses with Lycon and the Illusion, firmly rejecting the path of becoming a tyrant. Determined to break the family cycle, he seeks redemption by severing the chains of hatred himself. There we go. Jesus, it took so long to get through all that dialogue. Oh. Okay. I think he ran for the water. I'm fighting my heartless form. When the special attack or ultimate hits a stunned enemy, the total loss effect is triggered. This effect increases the damage multiplier based on the enemy's remaining stun duration beginning of the activation. Triggering total lives, the enemy will immediately recover from stun, and a certain amount of days will be inflicted based on remaining stun duration. Okay. God damn, I do love how Hugo plays though. I get hits really hard. There's the total eyes. Oh, 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 oh. Get out of the way. I'm kind of annoyed that Lycon and Hugo both are ice. I was hoping that it'd be different, but we'll take it. Like fire and ice would have been kind of silly. And then a vampire having fire is kind of good. No, we're gonna go with ice once again. God damn, the stats keep going up. The stun so quickly. $200,000 damage. Good God.
You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
Where's he at?
For what it's worth. Thank you.
What's funny is that I'm still getting like
Don't be afraid.
points
You
for
and
ult.
I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Hear you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
I'm still getting my points.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand.
I'm
now.
going to get my thing, my ult off. I wanted to see
Some
what this ult
pain
does.
only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore.
No.
Weakness,
Let me
hatred,
get the ult.
malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's meet up with Lycon.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner. This is just like what I saw in my dream.
And skippity skip.
My former
After his
partner.
recovery, Hugo teams with Lycon to investigate
still
Hartman,
as
acknowledging the
punctual
Mockingbird's
as
struggles and worth. Delicate trust and restart their partnership to uncover the conspiracy between the Ravenlock family and the Exaltus. For that, don't you have something to tell me? So much dialogue. I'm gonna miss out on so much stuff. I understand this. It's fine. What happened to the fucking story part where we were playing as Belle? I was playing as Hugo doing the backstory.
The missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family too. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Looks like a Lycon or to Hugo. Gotta go up the stairs up here. The battle zone.
Bunch of nobody. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
Bunch of nobodies. Okay, buddy.
You're welcome to try.
Got you over here. Nothing. I'm about to say that's suspicious as fuck. I'll get over there. Guess they're over here.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
It's only 2.
Is
Continue.
Hartman behind this too?
Over here.
Of
Here.
course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists.
Come back over here. Could be a new enemies.
There's more over there.
Hugo endures in silence to expose the Ravenlock family's scheme of tricking workers into taking the control drugs. Lycon suppresses his urge to rush to the rescue, believing Hugo won't straight for his convictions this time.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
I do love how he's able to like people bring the enemy together, like Nicole. That part's really nice.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight.
But at least like his attacks aren't like hold down X, hold down Y, etc.
I've merely learned to control my strength.
God, that was a really cool ult. Hugo orchestrates a trap to lure the Ravenlock family in, swapping the control drug with vitamins. He endures the drug effects to gather data for an antidote to secure crucial evidence. Lycon, witnessing it all, expresses his regret.
Before he passed away.
Hugo and Lycon recall their final conversation with Jack before his passing, and it seems there's still some misunderstandings between them. Hugo reveals to Lycon the truth behind Hartman's fratricide and his separation, admitting that he once fell into darkness but refuses to become a monster. The two finally reconcile. Hugo orchestrates the total collapse of Ravenlock's foundation, proving himself as a Mockingbird and rejecting his bloodline. As Hartman loses power and lashes out in rage, Hugo breaks free from fate's shackles and declares that he does not need a family name. Hugo explains the stage death and reveals that the sacrifice core has been inside the pendant Vivian gave you from the start. The current objective is to destroy Landon's remaining medicine and dismantle Dina's sacrifice plane. Wrong, Lycon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm ready. Fuck the Hugo. Let's go. I get to play as Vivian, Hugo, and Lycon?
Landon's stash should be
Let's go.
I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too.
I just want to play as Hugo again. I think Vivian plays a little too slow for my taste, but Hugo, like, attacks so quick.
Ready to make her move.
And the total ice damage is so much. Like, it's outrageous how much damage that does, not gonna lie. That's gonna cut me off if I go that way, but I guess we have to go that way.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them! Freeze all evil!
We need to take care of the guards first. Can't handle it. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
I need to go that way, but I want to go this way. I just came from this way. I'm stupid. Can't go that way, so I gotta go this way. After this.
You're not taking anything from here. Hugo, get the guards first.
Back to Lycon. The Vivian.
In position. You just stepped into your own grave.
I would like to switch over to Vivian, please. God, it does so much crazy damage. Back to Hugo. Back to Lycon.
Let order and madness dance.
I'm not opposed to working with you.
Vivian. Hugo. And dead. Over here, break that.
More of Landon's
The group plans to split up and destroy Landon's remaining 7 medicines and stop Dina's plan. Vivian secretly pockets a vial of sacrifice serum for herself. Vivian recalls her visions of a tragedy involved with Phaethon. This time, she's determined to change the ending. Oh, okay, I'm playing as Vivian now.
Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon.
Got both of you. Go over here.
Lord Phaethon, there might
Like
be
that.
more serum here.
And, well, we entered an arena.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina?
Yeah, it gave me an arena right afterwards.
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises.
Come here, you. I'll use my ult once another batch of enemies respawn. I don't want to waste it on just one.
Don't touch me. There are containers by the fissure.
Go over here.
There's got to be something inside. Let's try opening them.
Leave the rest to us. Dina's obsession perpetuates Landon's false hopes. While Vivian exposes the true nature of sacrifice, Camille rebels, hoping to bring Dina back to her senses.
Where are you going, Camille?
Camille takes full responsibility and agrees to cooperate with the mayor, creating everything for a chance at a new beginning for Dina.
Take out these ethereals first.
Let me do this first.
We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste.
I want to try to get rid of the worm, but I don't know if I'm going to get it in time. I think I can only activate my feathers when I have people with me. Back to the bang boo. That thing's dead, and I go through here. The fissure. Oh. Okay, just straight up kill Camille like that.
Are you satisfied now?
Dina reveals her twisted childhood under Landon's control. How jealousy and a loss of purpose turned her against Vivian. In the end, she refuses to reconcile, knowing there was no turning back for her. Dina closes her eyes and injects a vial of the serum into her own arm. Soon, ether crystals appear on her body, a sign of corruption.
I don't want to hate
Oh, one second, Neil.
So I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me.
She injects a sacrifice, got transformed to an ethereal. What do we look like? Okay. They really do hit with these ethereal designs, not gonna lie.
Dina, soon it will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer.
Try to move out of the way, but it's hard to attack when I'm in the air. And granted, I do like avoid a bunch of the attacks, just like how they would avoid my attacks, so I appreciate that. Now, knowing my luck, there's gonna be like a second phase to this shit. Let's go ahead and just do ult now.
Take my dress dirty, you'll pay.
Didn't do as much as I wanted, but it's fine. There we go.
Behind you! What happened? What the? Vivian!
Belle, don't come near me. This is my own choice.
Oh, okay, we ejected ourselves. Great. kill this character, and she just got revealed this chapter.
Vivian?
Uh-oh.
No. It can't end like this.
Let's go! The power of lesbians. The key to saving lives, eh? Yeah. Sacrifice credits has been averted, and we discovered your special power to reverse corruption. Companions and family are still by your side. Today's just another ordinary day in New Eridu. Lesbian Lex? Yeah. So are you feeling alright? Like I said, you can control ether particles, and it was a gift from our teacher. Keep thinking about it. And Miss Yujian? Well, we should investigate her. Let's not talk about that for now. You'll just start to feel better. She gets some rest. I'll be there with you, whatever happens in the future. Alright, head upstairs to rest. Through here. Can I really control etheric energy? This is a gift the teacher left for us. Doesn't that prove that our research was focused on mitigating the damage Hall is having in humanity? Perhaps this can serve as evidence that she was innocent. I don't feel anything yet. I don't feel like I have any special powers. Your thoughts are all jumbled together and your mind feels heavier and heavier. You drift off without noticing it. And we got more tickets. Okay. So that should be it. The Eridu continues to host its sacrifices, and neither daily life nor hidden crises ever cease. New stories and distant horizons are surely exciting, but one should also cherish each passing day, present or past. One day they'll become memories worth holding on to. It's just been updated. What? Well, someone calling herself Yujian is here for you. She's just like one that's mastered the mystic arts from those movies. You know her? I do. Yeah, I do. She saved Vivian and I when we encountered the materials before. Remember what the mayor said before? Bringing in a Void Hunter ranked special investigator to help us adjust to our ether aptitude? Yujian is that investigator. I see. I wonder if she has such a unique presence. According to her, we have good feng shui. And Sixth Street is geomantically blessed and a good place to live too. That makes sense. Yeah, she looks so serious. It sounds like just empty flattery. You weren't here when she came in earlier. I asked if you wanted to stay and wait. She said she wanted to take a look around. You could talk once you were free. If you have time now, you should go find her, Belle. Okay, I guess we'll go to the newsstand. What was that noise? Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Bro. ZZZ crashed! Well, alright. I guess that's the end of the stream. Shit. Well, I guess we'll just end the stream for today. Yeah, it just straight up crashed. Interesting. Well, I was gonna end stream here anyway. I wanted to see if that led to more story, but I think that is it of it. So what we're gonna do is gonna raid into Grimmy VT. They are playing some ZZZ as well, and they already pulled Vivian. They're doing the story mode right now, so no spoilers for them. Okay, no spoilers. Hope you guys have a lovely time with them, and until next time, y'all have a good one. Bye.